Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Powerhouse Woman Show. I'm your host, Monica Pierre. And on Thursdays, we come on live and we talk to some amazing powerhouse women who are doing extraordinary things. They are learning their truths, they're sharing their truths, they're entrepreneurs, professionals, they're doing different things. And they go across a wide variety of occupations and careers and thoughts. And we're just so honored to have them on the show with us today. And I'm excited about a person who's going to be on the show. She's been on the show before about becoming, what it's like to become in this stage, in this age of where you are. And it's going to be a different answer for so many people. So we're going to talk to her. I sat down and had a one-on-one conversation with the incomparable Dr. Ronicka Briscoe, who is a nationally recognized scholar. She's an educator. She is a professional facilitator. And she is also one person who lives her truth. And she's put together this amazing compilation of stories. And it talks about how we are in pursuit of, and this is the second book in the series, Becoming. So I talked to her about the backstory of how this all happened.
And that they intended to be, wanted to be, evolved to become. And that's how we got Unicorn Effect in Relentless Pursuit of Me, the first book. And then, of course, people said, I want to tell my story too. And we decided to do a second book, The Evolution of Me, which is coming out very soon. The ebook is coming out on August 4th. And then the hardback book will be released September 1st. So right around the corner.
Was it a surprise that the next installment would be the theme of evolution, or was it just a natural result of upending the unicorn effect, and then the next one would be on evolution?
Yeah, so Evolution of Me came as a response to upending the unicorn effect. So, what happens when you decide that you don't want to be everything to everybody, that you want to live life on your own terms, that you feel like there are unrealistic expectations placed on you, and that you have the power to live the life that you desire? And so, of course, the women wanted to share their story of evolving, of becoming, of getting to where they currently are and being comfortable in their own skin, being comfortable with the time that they've spent and how they've spent it, being comfortable not necessarily being in the in crowd, being comfortable in their fate, evolving as a wife, a mother, a professional, and being comfortable with being multifaceted. So all of those things led us to this point.
So you have assembled another group of outstanding women, some of there again. So how did you decide again that this would be the core for the second book? This would be the authors.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm just excited about this group of 10 amazing, brilliant women who live across the country, Louisiana, Texas, Maryland, Oklahoma, South Carolina, North Carolina, all over the place. They're also a range of ages, 30s through 60s. They're also in a range of places within their career. They're also in different professional backgrounds. So again, my goal was, one, to have women who was committed to being real about their journey, who were ready to tell their stories, women who want to had something to offer to this next generation of women. And at the end of the day, I mean, I think God really put his touch on it, and all of the stories fit very cohesively together and makes for an amazing book.
And kudos to all of us and to you, Dr. Briscoe, because I know it's important that we own our own narratives, we tell our own narratives, but the fact that these women have stepped out and have written their narratives
Yes.
it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Have you noticed a shift as the stories started to develop and unveil themselves and have come out, being birthed, so to speak, that you saw a shift in them as well as authors?
Yeah. I think the word that comes to mind first is release. So much of who we are and what we go through, we hold on to it, right? Whether it's out of fear, whether it's out of people weaponizing your previous experiences, whether it's because we are ashamed. There are an array of reasons why sometimes we don't feel safe in sharing our stories. So it's kind of hard to explain the transformation or the evolution that happens when you write it down. But from the time we held our writers' retreat, from the initial ideas to going through the editing process to now, like I feel like it's just been a huge release. And each of the stories are truly representative of each of the authors, which is amazing. It's in their own voice, it's in their own tone, it's in their own words, and there's something powerful about that.
And something powerful that's coming up is the beginning of the release process of putting the actual work into the world. And that's with the ebook release that's right around the corner, August 4th, 2026. So tell us what we need to know about. It's not just, go online, order the book, you got it. It's going to be also a party.
It's a huge party. You know, we like to party and we like to celebrate. So because of all the work that these beautiful, amazing, brilliant authors have put in, we're having a launch party August 4th at 12 noon Central Standard Time. If you want to join us, I'm sure Monica will put the link as a part of this podcast. It's also available at inrelentlesspursuitofme.com and on our social media at inrelentlesspursuitofme. And this launch party will be a first opportunity for everybody to kind of meet the authors, hear just a snippet about the book, because we want you to have the opportunity to read it. We don't want to give it all away, but just give you some insights and some perspectives on the book. And yeah, we're going to party like it's 1999. No, I'm just joking.
2026.
2026, which is so hard to believe, right? Like here we are, 2026.
And I'm having a remembrance. I'm going back to remembering a year ago when Upending the Unicorn Effect was released as an ebook, and how it just blew up, literally. So how important is it for people to not only be in the room to support the authors and hear a little bit about what they've written, but also to support the project and make sure that it is not just a good read, but a best-selling read?
Yeah. So I think for us, the Amazon bestseller for the first book was the stamp that all of the work that we put in was actually worth it, right? So we need our entire community. We need all of the listeners to this podcast, the whole wide world, to really come in and support us. The ebook will be released likely at the low price of $2.99 for the very first day, for the release day. And so we need you to support us that day, because that's going to determine whether or not we are Amazon bestsellers. And we need each and every one of you to help us. We need you to share it on social media. We need you to ask your friends to please buy a copy as well. For the first book, we earned Amazon bestseller in 9 different categories. Number 1 in 11 different categories. I'm sorry. Across the spectrum, from memoirs to African-American history and literature. We were on some lists with Michelle Obama and Maya Angelou. So we really want you all to show us the same love that you showed us during the first release, and really help us not only get those 11 different categories, maybe even more this time. But as authors and as Black women, and as Black women who are being transparent and vulnerable, we would love for everybody to just support this project in that way.
And here's the deal. I talk about it. You talk about it. Lots of folks talk about the importance of writing our own narratives, telling our stories, because if we don't, nobody will.
I
Or if they
will.
do, we won't like what they're writing about us or
Hmm.
saying about us. Here is our opportunity to not just talk a good game about making sure that our stories are written and remain alive, but to actually do
Do it.
something
Hmm.
about it, to be part of, as you have called it from day one, Dr. Briscoe, a movement.
A movement, yes. So we live in a society where so much is negative. And sometimes we feel like we are alone. We are the only person experiencing some of the challenges. Sometimes we don't even have a big, huge circle to share our celebrations with, right? So it is our hope that everyone who buys the book had the opportunity to read the book, see themselves, and join this community and movement with us.
Absolutely. So again, I'll put the link on the information about the website. But while I have you, August 4th, circle your calendar. But there's some other dates that are coming up that are very, very important that will also lead to the release of the hardback and also a summit. So let's talk about the actual release of
Yes.
the book.
So the actual book will release on Tuesday, September 1st. So definitely go online and to all of the major sites, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, all of them, whatever your favorite book carrier is, and purchase the book. But we really, really want you to get your book in New Orleans on September 5th at the second annual Relentless Pursuit book launch and summit. This is where a day party meets a retreat. It is definitely a vibe. Last year we had fun, we laughed, we cried, we met new friends, we danced. And this year we look forward to doing all of that and then some. We are offering a VIP hour at 9 a.m. where we'll have some mimosas, some light bites, and some entertainment before general admissions, and the doors open for 10. It ends at 5. It feels like it's a long time. You're going to blink your eyes and it's going to be over. Each of the authors will have the opportunity to do their little mini TED Talks about their chapters. And then we will even have Monica's monologues. Well, she'll have the opportunity to share some original pieces with us. And then we have some fun surprises as well. And we really want people not only to come out, enjoy lunch with us, get their book signed, meet new friends, but have a moment to relax, release, turn your phone on silent, stay with us the whole time because we don't want you to miss anything. We had so many people who saw the wrap up video and was like, oh, I didn't see that, I missed that part. We don't want anybody to miss anything. We want you all there for the whole entire experience. And this just in, we are having a mini book showcase where we have just a few slots for other authors to showcase their books. We have some fantastic authors who've already signed up. So this is, again, a movement. We are making space for other authors as well to come and showcase their books.
What I love so much when I have you on and work with you and be inspired by you and learn how to go into the next level of excellence is that you are willing to take the first steps, even do them in excellence. And then the next year, it's bigger, it's better, it's more. And then there's just so much that we can include. But the key is to start, to
Start
begin,
to
to do
begin.
the work. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being with us. It's so amazing. And you are doing amazing work. Continue doing that work. You are a powerhouse woman in every sense of the word. And I'm just happy to be in your presence
Well,
and
I'm
learn
just
from you.
happy. And I'm not sure if it was 1,000% clear, but the Monica Pierre is an author in both books. So I've been just blessed to have you along for this, to be a guide by the side, to be a sounding board, and to be just such a great friend on this journey together. So thank you so much.
And as you can see, the website is in relentlesspursuitofme.com, and you'll get all the information there as well. So many things Dr. Briscoe said resonated with me. I love when she said, basically, what would it look like if you decided that you're no longer going to be everything to everyone? That is where you go, wow, yeah. What would that look like in your life as a powerhouse woman, where you would give yourself permission to say, look, I am not everything to everyone, don't need to be everything to everyone. Believe it or not, everyone is not expecting me to. I'm assuming some of this role. What could you create? What would you have time for? What would you have time for, especially to breathe and to decompress and not have to feel like you are either a Tasmanian devil spinning around like the cartoon, or that you're like a spinning top? So perhaps that is speaking to you. And I also love the fact that we recognize that not everyone wants our story, not everyone is interested in our story, not everyone has good intention as it relates to our story. Yes, there is a thing where people will weaponize what they know about you, what they think about you, what they feel they know about you, and use it against you or use it to limit you. That is all true. But there are opportunities to find like minded spaces and places where you are safe, where you are enjoyed, where you are loved, where your story really, really matters on a major, deeper level. It's our job to find those spaces. And if we cannot find those spaces, we create those spaces. And it doesn't have to be with 20,000 likes before you start, or people will view you, or you're a sensation on the internet. That's wonderful, not necessary. You can start where one or two are gathered, and from there, you can build it and you can grow it. I strongly believe that we create what we want. And it may not be perfect, and most likely it will not be perfect the first time you take that first step, but it doesn't mean that it's not something it's in your power to do. So I do know you've heard a bunch of things that really, really matter and you can use as you evolve. Maybe you're being evolving to a leader, to forgiveness, to your relationship with time. All of those things are important. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Powerhouse Woman Show. I look forward to these deeper conversations and elevating women. And I hope this show is an example of what a safe space can look like to tell your story, share your story, speak your story, write your story. This would be one of the greatest joys of my career and my life, to create that type of platform that is a safe space for powerhouse women. We'll talk to you next week, next Thursday on the Powerhouse Woman Show.